2 days time. 2 days time. So far I've got one tray that will be strawberries. We may do the second tray. We do not know yet. Decisions. We've got a whole bunch of marigolds that are going to go in. And these ones are the double marigolds. So these guys. So I'm not sure how much that'll fill. So whatever's left will be regular marigolds. So I am now going to bottom water all these trays so we can get things ready. So basically enough so the dirt gets nice and wet. So what we're going to be planting: strawberries and marigolds, the celery, the eggplant, and the artichokes. But today as well, we need to trim the onions again, so let's go get the scissors. So I have trimmed the onions once. So this side's the onions, this side is the leeks. But the leeks didn't get a great trim. So the whole point is when you trim the onions and the leeks, it forces them to put more energy into the bulb at the bottom. So like I said, I have been trying to make sure we have a successful onion and leek harvest this year, because I want to make sure we have good veggies that'll last us. So now everything that I've been doing, everything that I've been reading, it says cut them down to about 3 to 4 inches. So that's what I'm doing. And the first trim, the onions noticeably got thicker. So I'm hoping this works. And I'm not going to get a bunch of just dead onions and leeks. But the onions, yeah, they are definitely thicker. And they smell so good when you trim them. So now the next couple of trims, before they get planted out, I'm going to keep the tops and, you know, put them in eggs and things. But these first trims, I won't be. Because some of them still have some seed casings and stuff. And, well, to be absolutely honest with you, I'm not that patient. So if I was patient enough to take all the seed casings off, I probably would do that. There we go. Oops. You're all curled up. There we go. This also keeps them short enough to stay under the grow lights. And keeps them from getting bent and damaged, so. There we go. All right. I'm going to go put these back up on the shelf. Still have a few seed pods on some of the leeks. I'm hoping they fatten up. And yay, mission accomplished. So I'm going to add some more water to these so they get nice and wet. And I'll see you guys in a couple of days. We are going back to the garage today. Oh, I gotta fix our gravel too this spring. You know, I think this is actually the same lock. but the lock it's failing. So we're gonna swap it out. I'm gonna have to put the door up so I can see what I'm doing. Alrighty. Oh.
Fit in there, does it?
The screws are a little out of whack, but they're longer than the old ones. So, well, we used the same piece on the door because we didn't want to chisel. It fit. There was a bracket in there. This thing, I don't know why, but it doesn't fit the new one, so I didn't put it in. So that means we do still have this piece which didn't get used. Now that I look at it, it does adjust, but I didn't really feel like chiseling out. All right, lock the door, please, Freddie. I'm gonna test it. Is it locked? Woohoo! All right. Unlocked. Locked. Yay!
Bring the drill.
Oh. And yeah. Fred reminded me we forgot to put the other screw in the new garage door opener thing. All right. We have a new garage door handle. Yay! And this one, the lock doesn't stick. Now I'm going to go swap out the keys before I forget. Well, that's one job done. Now we have a working garage door again. And working garage door openers again. So, you know, hey, it's the little things that make you happy. But now, it is time to get the next batch of seeds in the dirt. Yay! All right. So first things first, though, is I'm planting flowers this year. And I'm going to try and get these around as many of the garden beds as I can, so we can attract some of those nice bees that we all know and love when you're a gardener. So I'm going to do one tray at a time, because if I don't, I'm going to totally mess it up. And I might put things in trays that shouldn't be done. Okay, first things first. So we have got marigolds. This is pretty much the only flower we're putting in other than sunflowers. So these ones are called French double dwarf marigolds. And that's what the seeds look like. Aren't they like just the neatest looking things? I'm going to put 2 in each one. And then we'll continue on with the regular marigolds. So I'm going to put them in black side down. I think that's the way they go, if I read the instructions right. But I'm going to get a chair. There we go. Oh, much better. There are a lot of marigold seeds in here, so this might take me a while. But we want quite a few. We're going to see how many marigolds we can tuck around in all the different gardens. And see if we can actually attract a lot of nice bees. And maybe this year we'll actually get some squash. Oh, I hope we do better than last year for some things. Oh, I put 3 in that one. Oh, well. I'm going to get these double marigolds planted, and then we'll continue on with the regular marigolds, which are going to go in this tray. Okay, so, yes, this is going to look weird. I have a ghost. Well, actually, when we have both sets of lights on, the glare is so much it actually is uncomfortable. So this is just to kind of help block the light to the rest of the room. Just so you guys know what we're doing. So now, it's been a productive day. We started the day off with swapping out that door handle on the garage. Yay! And seeds in the dirt. So makes me happy. Now, it's time for me to plant the never before planted. So I was thinking about just doing 6 of them. I have a couple of spare pots. Artichokes are actually pretty good, so I think I'm going to do 10. You know why? Because I can. But you guys should check out these seeds. These are the weirdest looking seeds. Look at these. They're huge. They look like sunflower seeds. Ah, see that? Whoops. That's better. So, yeah, let's give these a try and see what happens. Now, these are going to go out into the main garden somewhere. I have them written down somewhere. I'll have to check my book again to see what goes where, because for the life of me right now, I don't remember. We'll have to check the book. All right. 10 artichokes planted. Now, I got to go get the book to try and remember where everything is. That way I know what bag it's in. Alrighty, let's take a peek. What did I write down where? Okay, so the upper garden, back rows, upper garden, little garden, lower garden, herb garden. Oh, wait a minute. Oh, Tammy. Do you ever have days where the brain just says, forget about it? Oh, all right. So we got the there. That's the herb garden, lower garden, out back. Where's my pots and deck? There we go. Because we're gonna try eggplant from seed. So these are Black Beauty eggplant. We're only gonna plant 3 of these. I might plant more, I don't know yet, but for now we're only gonna put 3 in and see how they come out. So these will be on the deck for the season. They're not going in the garden because I have no idea why the birds really enjoyed them. Oh, you know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna change up these holes. Just a minute. I think we're gonna start 2 in each pot just in case. You never know when one's gonna fail, so. Alrighty, so we have artichokes planted. We have eggplant planted. Wow. Now, where was the celery gonna go? Does anybody remember where the celery was supposed to go? That's okay. We'll figure it out. I know the artichokes are going out back, so. All right, let's figure out where the celery was going. Alrighty. Oh, celery was going in the herb garden. Celery. Now we're actually planting just 6 celery, but I'm not 100% sure yet. This one is green peppers, yes. So green pepper, these are chili pepper, chili pepper, chili pepper, green pepper, green pepper, green pepper. Okay. No, I think we'll be all right. I think we'll be just fine. Now the green peppers and the tomatoes don't get started for another week to 2 weeks. I might start more celery. I might try for 12. So look how tiny those seeds are. When you think about a head of celery, that's how they start. Is that just not the coolest thing? I have more 6-packs, so I've got these 6-packs here that don't have a home yet, and they don't have a product yet. So, you know, we're just going to plant more celery. When you think about a bunch of celery, when you buy celery, it's what? Right now, this time of year? Oh gosh, how much was that last celery I bought? I don't remember. I'll have to look it up. That's what we'll do next, because we're still going to talk about finances when it comes to a lot of the veggies that we're planting this year. Now the strawberries, I can't really talk about finances on those until I see how many survive and how many strawberries I'm actually going to get. Like a pint of strawberries right now is what, about $5? I paid $2.49 for that package of seeds. If I get all 36 plants, fabulous. If all 36 plants produce, I'm looking at almost a half a pint per plant. I mean, That one's going to be a tough finance to figure out for sure, but we'll sort it out. I mean, all I plant are these. I keep thinking about Kathy, that nice lady that runs Crystal Green Farm that you guys keep hearing me talk about. And she plants celery. But she's a CSA. I mean, can you imagine how time consuming it is? Planting seeds that size when you're on a farm? Like crazy. Just saying, that's crazy. I gotta label these too, because if I don't, I will forget. There we go. So the problem I had the last couple of years is I was moving trays around just to free up space or, you know, to make it a little bit more efficient. And I kind of lost track of what was what. That is not going to happen this year. I don't care. I'm not going to let it happen. I am labeling every pot and every set. And every set, like every 6-pack, they're all the same. So I do admit it's been a long time since I've had an artichoke. Whether I still like them or not yet anymore, I honestly don't know. I guess we'll find out, won't we? So I did math. Scary, huh? I also forgot to mention the artichokes or the eggplant, because we did plant the eggplant, but I forgot to tell you that I already wrote that down. So, yeah. So we planted 18 celery. So here's the part that really blows my mind. The average cost of celery is $4 for a stalk or bunch or whatever you want to call them. Now, when you grow celery at home, it's not as big. So the celery I've got from local farms is about half the size of the celery you're going to get in a grocery store. But it's got a stronger celery flavor, so less goes farther. So when you think about flavor to cost, kind of a ratio, it actually works out to be pretty much on par, which I think is fabulous. So I am going to average my celery, because I know it's not going to be the fat, you know, really full of water stuff you get at the grocery store. I'm going to average mine out for about $2 for a package of seeds that I paid $2.49 for. So even if I get half the number of celery that I started, I'm going to be happy. Now I'm going to really pay attention to how it's done, how it's grown. Same as the leeks back there, because they're going to be planted in a trough. Because leeks, oh, I wanted to make potato and leek soup, which is another one of my favorites. I wasn't going to spend $5 for 2 leeks. Nope, didn't do it. So I didn't buy them. So no potato leek soup. But anyway, that's a tangent. Now the artichokes. The artichokes, I can't even find the price of artichokes here on the island. I don't know if anybody has them. Couldn't find them anywhere. There's probably a spot somewhere that has artichokes for sale. I did find a sale price, but they didn't actually show the regular price. But it's actually at a store called Food Basics, and Food Basics is actually a really good, reasonable grocery store, and they were selling artichokes for $2. So if all of those artichokes sprout, and if I get the one decent sized head for each one, yay. That's, how many did I plant? 6, 10. Okay, so if you go by that sale price, I've got $20 in artichokes that I spent $2.49 on for the seeds, provided they grow. Now, don't forget, I live in the country, so I have a well. I don't pay for my water other than the electricity for the pump, things along those lines. Now, if you lived in town and you were planting all these veggies, you'd have to rely on rainwater, water collection, and city water. So if I lived in town, I probably, wouldn't have nearly as big a garden, and I'd probably have a lot of water barrels. because water's expensive, which is, we're actually not even going to go there. Not going to go there at all. Just saying. Okay. I crunched some more numbers as well. If all those strawberry plants do well and they actually, develop really well, each one of those strawberry plants should give me a pint, give or take. And I have 36 of them, plus the existing, I think, 8 that are currently out in the garden. So we'll just say 40 plants. So 40 pints if I picked them all at once and that was it. But all of those strawberries are ever-bearing, so they will just keep giving me strawberries for the entire summer long. So I'm going to see how many strawberries we get. I'm going to flash freeze a lot of them the same way as I do with the raspberries and the blackberries. Freeze them on the trays. They're going to go into bags and we're going to use them all year round. I haven't eaten as much fruit this year as we have, but those raspberries went crazy last year. This time last year, all the raspberries were gone. Not this year. I am going to go fruit crazy. Just saying. Just saying. Now the eggplant. Those are the Black Globe eggplants that I bought. And we only planted 6. Eggplant, one plant can usually give you about 3, give or take, maybe 4, depending on how healthy they are. And they sell for about $2 to $2.50 each. So if we say $2 and I get 3, that's $6 off of each plant. One plant, I got the cost of my seeds back. Makes me happy. So we'll see how many we get. I've got my handy dandy little garden book that my sister gave me. We're going to see how much we get and see how much gardening will actually save me when it comes to food, finances, all the fun stuff. Yeah. We did a hardware job. Finally got that doorknob on that we bought. Seeds planted and more seeds to get into the dirt in about 2 weeks. Maybe next weekend. I think. I'm going to shoot for next weekend. If not, the weekend after, it's going to be fine. Alrighty, everybody. Oh, I can't believe it. I'm going to be sitting here impatiently waiting for all these seeds to sprout now until they germinate so I can write them down in the garden book. So I can put the germination dates in. I just love the spring. What can I say? So have a fabulous rest of your day. Comment down below if you're planting a garden this year. Let me know what you're planting. Is it anything cool? Hope so. And we'll see you next time then, as we do our Simpler Life here on PEI. Bye for now.